Hello to myself and everybody else. This is video 111. So far today, I'm still looking at the female figure book, and this time looking at the part focusing on the legs, or at least part of it at the very least. So I'll go ahead and put those pages up. Okay, so basically looking at page 56, basically that part just kind of talks about how, again, we're going to be focusing and looking at the thigh, the knee, the legs. It also has stuff on like the calves and everything as well, and the ankles. And basically just mentioning again, just depending on the position and stuff of like the thigh or the stance, it will just kind of change how the leg looks and everything and stuff as well. Page 57 basically just focuses on the bone structure, basically saying the main points that kind of focus on just like the hip joint and the knee as well as the ankle, and basically just going to show like how the bones affect the shape of the leg and everything as well. Same thing with the muscle. On page 58, it basically starts talking about looking at how the thighs, the calves, as well as the hard bones in the knee look in various seated positions. So far, the first one starts off with is the open legs, which basically, again, we're just focusing mostly more on like the thighs and everything too. With page 59, it basically focuses on the hip thrust forward, which again, basically is the exact same pose as the other one, but again, just kind of a lower angle. So far with this pose too, it actually did help me draw the groin at least at a lower angle that I was having trouble with before. So again, just the legs kind of helped out more being able to do this. Page 60 basically focuses on the M shape, which basically just kind of drawing the legs in slightly different angles and kind of just focusing on kind of just like the knee as kind of the basis of how the leg's going to go and everything. So far for page 61, that one focuses more on knees together. And again, basically the same thing, just basically the angle of the knees and how the legs and stuff are drawn kind of just affect each other. So it's one of those things. Then on page 62, starts talking about the crouching and everything. So far on page, again, like 62, I have complete trouble on doing the crouching 3/4 view for some reason. Again, just kind of harder for me to do, but basically this focus again on the thighs as well as just kind of the shape of the knee and everything as well. And also there's a crouching side on view, which I also have a problem with, but again, I'll just try my best on that. On 63, it's crouching on one knee. Again, still kind of a struggle on that because I have trouble getting the legs be the same size in this position, but still work on that. And so far, this I have no idea how to pronounce. It's either the Seiza pose or Caesar pose. Because looking it up, it said Seiza, but that was like an AI overview thing, so I don't really trust it too much. So it's either Seiza or Caesar. I have no idea. But basically, just this pose and everything too. Again, just focusing more on like the hardness of the knee and everything. And so far, that's all I'm really going to cover for this part right now. So again, just basically, I'll just go and try my best in Krita and just kind of see what I can do and all that. I'm definitely going to mess up on some of these, but again, just try my best on and stuff too. Plus, I'll just try out some of the other methods I kind of been working on a bit too. Basically the same methods I've been using, but just kind of combining some stuff. Just again, just kind of trying to jerry rig this to see if I can like figure this out. But yeah, I'll go into Krita and just see what I can do. Okay, so far we're here in Krita. And so far, basically, I'm just going to start off like the basic way. I just kind of just start like drawing the pelvis and everything, stuff like that too and all. Again, just with a basic trapezoid. And then, like I said, I've also been trying to experiment a bit with drawing the like simplified pelvis, like in the bone structure way. But so far, again, like, still kind of comes out weird. So again, you just draw the groin and everything stuff here. Curve around everything. So basically, again, just doing like this and everything with the legs together. Normally what I do is just, again, just kind of draw them down. So far the legs got to go kind of in a funnel shape. Because if you do it straight down, it looks weird because it just took me a while to kind of like figure that out. Plus, with me really not like using a head or anything, it gets kind of weird kind of like measuring this. I can just do it kind of based on this. It's like kind of close enough, but it's still like kind of weird with this. So let me do this. Which is like we're measuring it based on this and everything too, to kind of see how it goes. Like this and everything too. And like I said, we'll just have it straight down, just have the legs be together. Kind of measuring again, just like round 1, 2, 1, round 2. Again, just still kind of measuring it based on kind of nothing. It still is kind of like odd, but still kind of trying my best on that. Yeah, that's basically this. And also, I'm not really with the legs. I'm not really trying to 100% like draw it like with the book and everything too. Basically mentioned like putting the curves for like the thighs and the curve for the calf and everything and stuff. Same thing with like lines for the knee and everything. Right now, I'm basically just trying to get the volume of this. Some places I'll put anatomy a little bit, but not 100%. But basically something like this and everything too is what I'm doing right here. Just again with the legs, something around this. Again, to me, it still seems kind of weird looking. I might have like made it a tiny bit shorter, just by a tiny bit. But again, just without like a head or body, it's kind of harder for me to do. But basically, this is like what I do and stuff here too for it. At least, like I said, just the straightforward view and the 3/4 view and stuff, I can still do to a degree. Sometimes, like sometimes trying to do it, other ones it gets kind of messed up. Like right here, I'll try to like the front with a 3/4 view and stuff like that as well. So just kind of do it like this. And again with this, everything's just like in, kind of bring the legs down and in. Same thing, not really like guessing too much because like 1, so around 1, 2. Just try to not make the lines like a bit too straight in. And that's the whole thing stuff too here. Like from the side, I have to kind of like just go here, kind of just go down like this. I'm still not 100% perfect at it, but again, just trying. So again, just like 1, round 2. Seem about right, probably a tiny bit longer, just kind of see. Yeah, another thing too with me doing this, I do kind of tend to make the legs a bit too thin near the bottom sometimes. Yeah, like I said, something like this and everything as well. Just again, it looks all right. It's still not like, maybe because I'm not drawing the feet and stuff with it, because again, there's a whole part on that later on. Right now, I'm just like separating the thigh, lower part of the leg, and the pelvis. Just slowly trying to get the volume and stuff with that too and everything. So far, the main other thing I just end up doing as well too, it's just like, again, so I have the legs and stuff just being like together. If I just kind of like do the same thing, which kind of just do this from the front view, because from the 3/4 view, I actually have no idea how to do this. Draw the legs like a little bit more separate. Yeah, so things like this too. So again, just draw the groin and everything. Sometimes I'm kind of inconsistent on how I draw it. And from here, base again, just same thing, legs on the outside. We're just gonna eyeball it this time, just no point in counting it. Just if it looks long enough, looks long enough. If it's too long, then just how it is. And then same thing with the leg and stuff here. You can try to funnel it in. And from there, just Go around here to make it look more like a cylinder. Kind of drew one a bit longer than the other, but yeah. Around here. Yeah, some lines still aren't perfectly right, but just being nitpicky here. You just go down a bit more. That's kind of a too. Yeah, I got these legs like thin. Like, yeah, that's a bit too far in. Cause I think. Like around here or something like that too. Yeah, like these are crazy thin. Let me give this another shot. Probably because I'm going down a bit too low with it. Because like these are some crazy thin like ankles here. Like just yeah, this one over here like way too thin. But basically again something kind of like this and all that. Just again drawing like slightly separate a bit. Let me just try to get some lines here. Yeah, some kind of more like this and everything as well. Just this kind of the whole thing here. But yeah, that's really just like the legs slightly apart and everything too and all. And if I just try again, just like the see from the back and all that, so I can just like give that a practice shot as well too. Like I said, that's just my whole method with this. Is just like going trapezoid and then just, you know, practice the same way I drew the pelvis. So with this again, we just kind of go straight from the front here. Right here, same thing, just go down. Just random with like however long the thighs are, just, you know, however long the fillet should be. Same thing, we just do the leg stuff together and everything like that as well. And the whole thing with the cylinder too is just like going down and around. It helps it look more like a cylinder. Because again, I tried going like over and up and it just looks weird. Even with this, so far I just practice doing this as well too. Because so far with the legs here, if I kind of separate it a bit more, give it more of a look like this. Now the only thing is just seeing how long I get the legs to look without it like looking kind of messed up. But so around here, then you can just curve it. Yeah, things like this as well. Again, I still feel like the bottom part of the legs a bit messed up a bit, but at least they're not as like thin as the ones up here. So at least a little bit kind of better. When it comes down to the 3/4 view, I still do have some trouble with that as well. But so far, again, just give it a shot, just kind of see what we can do. Because you never know, might pull it off. Yeah, my trapezoids have been like really thin. Just, I have no idea why. It's been like drawing them like this for like no reason at all. So let's say... That's not even like a 3/4 view. Like, this is where I have trouble with and everything right here too and all. Because so far I like completely messed it up. I could usually make the C. He's supposed to be close to this side and everything too. It's look kind of weird if not. Let's see. Because basically kind of just again drawing one cheek over here. The other one, like this is the other problem. So I keep drawing like more in the middle. Like I said, I think I should be close to the side here. Like this. Now with the legs, again. Yeah, this one is going to come out messed up. Like I said, I'm like really terrible when it comes to just drawing the legs at this angle. I have no idea why. So just getting curved around, you kind of see how it looks. And yeah, just keep them together. Yeah, see this problem. If I draw them like straight down, it looks kind of weird. Something kind of like this. Yeah, so like I said, with this, it still is kind of off a bit, specifically like in the legs down here. I at least got to angle a little bit, but again, just like still just trying my best with it. Yeah, so far the other angle and stuff though, like just kind of slightly spread. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's give that a shot. Because with this, I can just do the like focus on. Let me move this over a bit more. So basically, kind of focus on the other thing and stuff too. That like stance that I had before. So far, we'll look up the name of it, but yeah, just don't feel like doing it. So again, just starting with the trapezoid and everything and stuff here. And based with this, again, just kind of starting more in the middle and everything and stuff too. Curve it around. Just kind of here, you basically kind of just separate and kind of go up and down a little bit. Probably not this much. Kind of curve it around. There you go. And I'm trying to remember exactly what was the other thing and stuff with this too. Because it was like kind of... Well, this kind of more the walking pose stuff actually. Okay, so let me do this. Because so far with that bend under the thigh, it was more of a walking pose. So far I think what I wanted was more of like this kind of... That, then like I said, the hip around here basically curve around a bit more. And then from here, basically again, you just kind of draw the leg with the weight and everything and stuff there. So this one kind of be more straight. Actually, what now? Because so far the way it is, your hip kind of turned to the side and stuff a bit though. So for sure this will be more this way. This one goes straight. Go down a bit more. Again, the thighs kind of made a bit really long, but again, just roll with it right now. Just kind of see what's up. And so far, again, just continue with the rest of the leg. So let's kind of see what's up with that. Because eventually, I'll be going into balance and stuff as well. But again, we'll go in that like later. So are that also in the other book. Yeah, like I said, with the leg and everything and stuff too, I'm kind of just, again, as long as I kind of have like a bit funnel shapes that are kind of going in a bit more instead of just being directly straight. That kind of makes it look a bit better. Yeah, basically this stuff too, just like the weight and stuff kind of on this leg, this other one going more diagonal. Basically that was just kind of the main thing and stuff there with this, just showing this and everything too, just drawing a leg like kind of basically and everything, just from the front, from the back, just in kind of different angles and everything as well. Basically, again, the book did kind of mix stuff on drawing like the knees as well as kind of focus on the bone structure a bit. But again, right now, it's kind of more focused on the volume of it. The next part, that kind of is more focusing on the actual like bone structure a bit more. So there's that and everything. But so far with this and everything too, just the next one, just go ahead and like try the other part and stuff too. Getting started with the crouching, or the seated pose rather, with open legs. So far with this and everything too, just trying to think real quick if I should just try the So far, I'm just going to try it like this real quick. Instead of just drawing the trapezoid just directly, I'm going to try doing the simplified bone structure that I kind of did before, like way back then. And so far, I'm just going to like try to just get the legs and stuff right and everything and stuff too and all with it, just to see how it works when I use a bone structure and then try to draw the volume around it. I'll experiment with this a little bit, and again, it gets kind of like iffy, sort of. So basically this, and then basically just getting the legs to kind of spread more in the seated pose. So far with this is kind of where a lot of problems kind of come into here, because again, I'm not really basing off anything. Say 1.5 kind of, so be like 1, and say a little bit down more. So 1, down a little more. So basically, again, this is like where the thighs are, and these will be where the knees are right here. And basically, just this part of the leg will kind of just go back. I don't need to draw the whole thing, but just kind of go back around here. So basically, again, if I do that, and then I go, because like so far with this, looking at it, it already looks kind of really short, like a bit more awkward and stuff to me. But definitely seeing how it looks when I draw the bone structure, like the bone structure stuff around it, it'll look kind of weirder. So it is. Again, trapezoid and everything stuff here. Yeah, and like already you can see how like messed up it looks, because again, just right here, the size of the pelvis and everything stuff here, then with the legs, it just looks really weird with the perspective of it, because technically the legs should be longer than this. But so far, if I just kind of draw it just the way it is now, just we'll commit to this and just kind of draw and everything stuff too, just kind of see how it goes. So all the pelvis and everything stuff here and all that. And so far from here, we'll do this. Starting the inner part of the thigh and everything too. Go towards the bone here. And then from here, we basically start on the outside of the hips. So again, we can go just, I will just try around here. So far we'll go down and around where the knee and stuff is. It'll basically bring the leg in as if they're like sitting on the leg. Do the same thing around here. Go out, go in, kind of like a funnel around the knee. Kind of flatten it a bit. Then we'll just go around and tuck it under the other part of the leg. So far with this, I'll go ahead and just like copy and everything too, so we just kind of see what it kind of looks like. So without the other parts of there too. And just go ahead and erase some of the lines here. Yeah, it looks kind of weird, but so far again, like with this, got to put like a curve around for the thigh and everything. And for the knee, just kind of put kind of like a broken circle and stuff, sort of. Something like this. And if I just kind of just say, you know, the kind of continue like the body or something's there. It's like really thin, but again, I'm not to draw the upper half yet. But basically, something kind of like this and everything and stuff like that too for the seated pose and everything. Again, you can kind of see how it kind of looks and everything. But it's the main thing, like I said, again, it's a matter of, to me, it still kind of looks weird, because if I was drawing the entire body with it, it probably would be off. Maybe I'm just nitpicking like way too much with this though. Like that's just my main other thing with that though. But basically, let me just do this as well, because the next one's basically like the seated pose, but kind of like just under a bit more. So basically, I can just kind of do this, because it's really kind of similar to it. And so to be royally honest with you, just like, because basically like this one just kind of straightforward view. If you just kind of like draw basically the butt peeking out like a little bit from behind everything and stuff too, and all that. Kind of that. You still kind of get a lower angle and stuff too, and all that, but like still. With this, if you kind of just go like a bit lower with the angle, so you just kind of put like a line here, and then just, yeah, mess that one up. Base same thing from the other book and everything stuff too. Again, base if I just wanted to, I can just do this as well. Because really, I probably should just like completely redraw and stuff again too, but base kind of just more like this. You kind of just draw the pelvis a bit higher up. Yeah, completely messing this up a bit too, because I'm kind of a bit tired a bit more, but let me just. That too, legs going a bit more. And then from here, that's basically you just draw like this and everything so as well. Like the butt peeking through and stuff way more. Basically this for to be the lower angle and everything and stuff as well. Yeah, basically just the lower angle, and one up here just be like just the basic like front angle and everything. But basically that's the main thing. Just kind of move the groin up a bit, connect the legs and stuff to it, and then just draw like the butt peeking out from the back, and that's, or from the front, and that's basically it. So far the next one, everything and stuff too and all that, is the M shape seated pose. And again, like you see, I like practice it over here a bit. Again, I like kept messing it up. So basically, again, just do the same thing stuff again, just like the trapezoid and everything. Because again, when I try this with the legs, I mean not the legs. Well, all right, when I try this with the like skeleton one, it keeps coming out weird. But the thing though, I do kind of just hate drawing it like this as well, because when I kind of do it like this, again, I'm not really 100% basing this off of anything. Because it feels like I'm basically doing like an outline of just like what I'm looking at. I'm just kind of looking at the book and just like doing more of an outline of what I'm seeing, compared to actually just like, drawing everything kind of like, the way it should be. So basically with this, I basically kind of just do this right here. Basically, I put a line of stuff right here in the middle and stuff for later and everything. And then from here, kind of just start in this area here where I drew that line. You kind of just start going up. In fact, let me do this. Just kind of draw it like next to it so you can kind of just tell the difference. But it's kind of just going up and around and stuff like that, to and on for the legs. Like I said, height wise, I'm still kind of just estimating a bit. So then I just kind of go around for the knee, and you just bring it down. And then so far from here, base again is going down a bit more. You just curve around the butt and everything. Go up a bit. And then from there, basically just go down here for the leg. Again, with this, I keep like messing up a bit more and everything too and all. Because I kind of make the legs a bit too thin when I do it. Yeah, for this, I'll just do the same thing I did before, where I just kind of like copy and everything, just erase the main thing. But like I said, it's like the main thing again with this, as I keep mentioning before, it's like I hate how basically when I'm doing this, I kind of am just like, just not basing off of any shape or anything. I'm just like drawing this, and that's just kind of it. Like, I'm not basing off like a bone structure or anything. I'm just like looking at it and just going, okay, try to replicate this, try to look as good or as close as it can be. Things like that and stuff too. And that's like the thing I really don't like about this, that I keep doing like that. Because it's like the main thing stuff I have with this too as well. It's like, again, it keeps coming out weird because I said before, I'm not basing off like a bone structure or anything. Then if I try to base off a bone structure, it comes out, again, just like the legs will not be the right length at all. So far, if I want, I could just like try one of them, just like with a quick bone structure, just kind of see what it looks like and everything. Because basically, the simplified bone structure I got from like the Jack Ham book and stuff too, that I was like, that I'm covering and everything stuff too and all. And so far, it's like, again, the structure is not that bad, but it's one of those things where it comes down to like trying to draw the side. It definitely does not help because I cannot draw this from the side like whatsoever. So basically, again, just draw the legs and stuff itself. Again, just try to guess the leg length. So it's like 1.5 kind of. One, a bit over, but still. Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, pin was kind of over there. Then just bring the leg down. Something like this. Probably drawing the pelvis like crazy big, but still. And with this, just go ahead and try to my basic trapezoid. Then from here, just again, draw the groin. Being tired doing this, just again, like you keep drawing it off. Base around here. Again, draw the line down, everything too, kind of as a base, stuff for that. And then, like I said, from here, just go ahead and just go around a bit. Yeah, so far the legs here probably gonna look pretty weird with this. But again, we'll just like kind of look and see. Cause I feel like I'm making like some of like a bit too thin or a bit too long. Like this leg here. I'll try fixing the knee again. And so far with that and everything stuff too. Start around here. from there, and then the leg, try drawing like this. Okay, so that's how it came out. Let me just do this. Yeah, because it still looks kind of odd and stuff a bit though too. Let me copy this and then just start erasing more stuff. So erase these. Then around here, just gonna like bring these down a bit more for the thighs. Yeah, again, like I said, again, just me trying to draw it, even with the bone structure and everything stuff there. Again, it still comes out weird. Like, just the legs seem really weird and everything stuff too. The rest of the body, maybe because I'm not drawing the feet or something. It just like it's just really not right to me. Just the way I'm drawing it. So far with that and everything stuff too, I'll just over here just try the other one, which this one's just the knees together. So I'll just try that one and stuff too. So basically the exact same thing and everything stuff as well. If I want, let me just again try just with the skeleton one again. Try to draw the pose more round. And the hip joints and everything stuff around here. And then basically just have the knees stuff more together. So basically kind of more. And so far, same thing. Problem with the, I have no idea like height wise with this. Just kind of winging it. Again, just kind of winging it. Again, I definitely have the thighs a bit too short, probably. So far, again, just try the basic same thing. The trapezoid. From here, so far the groin and everything. From here, just go up with the yeah, so just going straight up from here and just curving around, just seeing how that comes out. And so far from here, it gets kind of harder to see because the lines like intersect on it. Okay, let me do this then. Starting right here where the knee and stuff is, just draw the line down. And then try to go ahead, and from here it's still harder to see. We're going to just draw this around here. Yeah, again, let me just do this again. Just copy it and just move it down. Again, it still looks weird with this. Going to erase some of the intersecting lines. Yeah, like I said again, just definitely with like some of the stuff just still comes out like weird. Because again, like the rest of the body isn't there and everything and stuff as well. Plus, again, the legs themselves are like really thin and like kind of inconsistent with the size and everything and stuff as well. Like so far, just perspective wise, with some of the different poses, I'm definitely having trouble with, especially when I don't base it off of something. Even when I do, it's like again, you still see the bones and everything here, probably like still way too short and everything and stuff too. It's just like very weird trying to draw this. So far, the other thing and stuff too, and all that. This one, again, I've been having trouble on all of these, so won't really make any difference in what I say. But basically, the crouching 3/4 view and the side view, I don't even know if I'll try that one, because that one, again, I'm just absolutely terrible at that. So far, this one, I'll just straight up just do the trapezoid, because again, I cannot draw this for some reason with the bone one. I can't draw it at an angle at all. I really probably should draw my trapezoids like bigger and stuff too, and all that's another thing. Alright, so basically with this and everything stuff too, just it'd be a matter of kind of starting around here and just kind of just intersecting the whole leg, just going around. On here. And this one is gonna try to do this. That's kind of just the thing with the bottom part of the leg, but still. Yeah, do around here. Whoop. Go around here. So the foot's supposed to be here, but I'm not really doing that. Same thing, just do the thing with the knee. And from here, basically kind of draw around just from the hip here. Same thing, do the same thing with the knee. Again, basically same thing. Like this one doesn't look too bad, but it's still like the thing where I'm like basing it kind of off of just nothing. So this thing that just kind of gets on my nerves with this. So if I just erase the intersecting line stuff again too and all that. Yeah, so basically something like this. Again, still does not look that good like whatsoever and stuff like that too and all. But it's just like the knees look fine. You still gotta tell what it is. But again, just because it's not really based on a bone structure or anything, I know this will be a big problem later on. Like the way I draw it. There's like another thing and stuff too. I just gotta like really work on everything and stuff like that too. So for the side one, again, I'm not good at drawing the side view at all. I can just try. Like I said again, normally with this, it's supposed to be like a circle instead of like a trapezoid. So I just draw a circle and just kind of see how this turns out. And from that, basically again, just go. I'm so tired of just messing up like a madman. I base around here, bring the knee around. You kind of just stop here because that's where the foot goes around here. Around here again. Yeah, the other thing, I'm like terrible at drawing like the front part of the body and everything with that as well. Like, okay, well, so I was really supposed to connect to the thigh here. Kinda. Yeah, like this really silly. Like, I'll try to same thing again. Just again copy it. Just do it like without the circle. Probably won't look any better, but again, at least I can say I tried. Yeah, basically the whole thing here is like basically just like the foot or something. If I just like had it like, you know, not like right at all, but just yeah, I'm terrible at drawing the foot, but basically the whole thing stuff too is just like again something like this or whatever, just a foot there or something. Again, I gotta work on drawing that later on. Just now, just wanted to see what it was like. Just kind of just have it there. So far, the last thing and stuff too in this, I'm going to just kind of like basically just terribly draw. It's just crouching on one knee and the Seiza pose, I think what it's called. So, it's just those two things and everything as well. So again, basically the same thing, just trapezoid this. And so far for this, just the crouching pose and everything, just again, basically just draw the groin and everything. And from here, basically just go ahead and just like, if I want to go ahead and draw the first part knee, everything stuff around here. And the other one, everything too, just basically draw it more like this. Start around. Again, I'm still based off of nothing really. And just from the groin down to here to the knee. Basically just something like this. And be honest with you, like saying I just do the thing with the knee. Same thing again, just copy it. Yeah, so based something like this and everything too and all. Just again, based on the page of the book and everything too and all. Just again, the way I'm doing it, so far at least the knees, I can get that down like a bit and everything and stuff too and all at the very least. If I want, I can just like add this. Just add everything stuff for the leg and all that. But again, the biggest problem is again, not having a foot and just that I said before, I'm not really basing this off. I'm just basically looking at the picture and just trying to replicate it. I would feel better if I genuinely had more method to it where I had like a bone structure or something. But again, just like I can at least replicate it when looking at it, but I need more strategy behind this, I feel like. And so our last one, this one's like pretty easy, just a Seiza or Seiza pose. Again, just base trapezoid. I'm getting sloppy doing this. Okay. So for this, basically just kind of just drawing basically just like a round kind of like oval and everything so around here. Okay, not draw it that sharp, but go around. And from there, just again, stuff with the knees. And even though I could just do it in this, just so I can just see the comparison. Yeah, so basically the pose and everything stuff here, it just basically the legs are just like going behind the body and everything stuff as well. Or basically they're like sitting on their legs and everything. But yeah, mostly that's like the main thing and stuff with this and all. To be honest, yeah, I was like terrible at doing this. Because again, just like when I try using the bone structure and everything like that, like over here, it would tend to just kind of like come out kind of weird. Like it looks okay, kind of, but it's still not like perfect. Same thing like up here and everything too. The angles and stuff would kind of be off a bit and everything. Just still trying that and everything stuff as well. Just again the various differences and stuff too between them, like the knees being messed up over here. Yeah, the knees just being like completely off and everything stuff here too, being a bit too rounded. Like seems like more awkward and everything. Even with the legs and stuff too, it's like lengthwise, this one I definitely messed up, but other ones feel okay. Just the thing to kind of actually work on when I actually like put like the curves of the thigh and the leg and everything to it. These I absolutely just messed up on. These I based on nothing, which again I need to base on like the skeleton structure or just something, because just drawing an outline based on nothing, I just personally don't like doing that. Because so far, if I go over to my other page, again, like I've practiced again like a bunch of other stuff too as well, just like trying other angles and stuff, learning the legs and everything, just trying to learn like how to draw everything, just like to go in and stuff with the legs. Because if you go straight in, they look kind of weird like this. Go on like the funnel shape and everything, working on front and back angles and everything over here, trying to get the legs to do different things. Again, just my proportions are off because I don't have a head or anything to base it off of. Same thing, the stuff like down here to the M shape, it's just like off as well because again, based on nothing. It's just, I don't know, I gotta figure something out. Like I really have no idea. Because none of my books really like go into a good method. Like they don't really show you exactly how to do it. They only focus on like key points, or just kind of only showing you the leg but not attached to the body. It's just stuff I gotta like try to figure out, just like merging methods and all that stuff. So hopefully you in the future me watching this, hopefully you figure something out. Because right now, I have no idea. I know the moment I start drawing like the bone structure and stuff, like actually I draw like get a model, one of my pictures, draw the bone structure, and then try to like put the volume on it, it's gonna come out like messed up. I know it is, but again I should wait to just like deal with that when I get to it. So yeah, I was really kind of rambling right now, but yeah, most of that was it and stuff too. Just again, I really got to work on the legs a lot more. I'm not that good, but again, that just takes practice and everything. So for the next one, I'll be working more on like the knees and everything and stuff as well, and probably trying to like see if I can curve the legs out a bit more and just like mess with those. So I have like no idea, but just basically that's mostly it. Just I'll see what I can do. So to myself and everybody else, see you in the next one.